You know, one of my favorite things in the book that you were talking about was, which I thought was so cool, We Are the World. And I remember, y'all remember We Are the World? Yeah. You were actually at that taping for We Are the World.
Yes.
What was that like?
It was the greatest. I mean, I love music.
Yeah.
And to see all the great artists together in a room collaborating, you know, and to really raise money for Africa, and it was amazing to be there. And at one, I mean, so many moments. When I first arrived, they put me in a room for guests.
Okay.
Within a few minutes of being there, they grabbed me and took me in with the artist, and they said, "You're in with the artist." I don't know how I got so lucky.
Yeah.
But and so I could see like everybody up close, and I see in the middle of all this Michael Jackson sort of hiding behind a potted plant.
Really?
In the room. I think he got overwhelmed by all the people and all of that. He was very shy.
Okay.
And so I saw him back there and I said, "Hey, Michael, are you okay?" And he said, "Oh, yeah, I'm okay. I just, you know, needed a little break. Are you from here in LA?" And I said, "No, I mean, I am originally, but, you know, I live in the Hamptons now." And he said, "Where's that?" And I said, "Oh, it's on the ocean, just like where I grew up in Malibu, but it's on the East Coast."
Yeah.
And he said, "Malibu, the Hamptons, I've never even seen the ocean."
Really?
I said, "Wait a minute, wait. You've never seen the ocean?" And he said, "No." I said, "You've never put your feet in the ocean?" "No." I said, "Well, then you're coming to my house. I want to introduce you to the ocean." Can you imagine? And ironically, I had just introduced an Amish family that came to work on my barn.
Yes.
Because it was very old and authentic. And they'd never seen the ocean. And it was one of the great joys of my life as we got near the roar of the water, you know, the Amish women were like, "What is that?" I said, "That's the roar of the ocean and the waves." And then they had the thick black stockings on, you know.
And so you
they
got
just
to introduce.
touched their toe in the water, and then pretty
Yeah.
soon they were dancing in the edge of the water. So I really wanted to give that to Michael.
Yeah.
But I never got a chance.
Oh man, but just you put that thought in his head. I love these stories that you've written in your memoir. It's so detailed.
We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time.